Hello everyone, this is AngrehToast, and we are continuing our playthrough of Darksiders. We just finished Twilight Cathedral, and now we're heading up to fight Tiamat, the Bat Queen, to get her heart. I don't know how many times I've said that now, but you must get it by now. So you can see my sword glowing green here. That's because my health draining thing, I finally equipped it from the last video. Looks like she's expecting us. Shouldn't be surprised, really. Everything else has been expecting us.
Has the council reduced the horsemen to common assassins?
Lovely voice.
Or has Samael bought your loyalty? Because if you offer sail rider, perhaps we can strike a deal.
You won't like my terms.
So it looks like she finally dealt with the griffin. It only took her the entire time we were in the cathedral. Either that or she was just clutching his limp dead body until we got there. Perhaps to show us, to try and impress us. War is not impressed easily, and I have no idea how that bomb got stuck clear over to the right. I was clearly aiming at Tiamat. This part's a little difficult because it appears I don't believe you can dodge while you're holding a sticky bomb. And I think I came into this battle with only 1 bar of health, so that's not good either. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my health item here so I don't die right off the bat. Let's see what else. She greeted us exactly the same way that Samael did. She asked if the council had made assassins of the horsemen again. And then, of course, she assumed that we were working with Samael. So she doesn't know everything. But she does seem to have a basic understanding of what's going on, which is understandable. She must have her underlings that are spying on us, reporting back to her. I think that I stuck that bomb on the back side of the leg somehow, and I can't quite hit it with the homing blade. So there we go. Right between the boobs. Alright, oh, and she also mentioned that she would like to purchase us if we were for sale. Purchase our loyalty, that is. So maybe she has designs of her own. Maybe she wants to be more than just a pawn, or maybe she wants help mopping up, some of the angels that are left. I personally would think that the first would be a more viable option. Perhaps she's fed up of just being one of the chosen, and she wants to increase her power, and having a horseman on your side would certainly do that. Well then. It looks like she's grounded for the most part, and I'm not sure. Okay, so I don't use... The bombs are gone, and it doesn't appear I can use the torches for anything, so I guess I'm just gonna start attacking her and chucking my blade at her, and it's sort of hard to tell when you're doing damage. Because, I mean, there's blood. You see blood come out when you hit, which is a good sign, but I think that happens every time, regardless of whether you're hurting them or not. That's a haymaker if I've ever seen one. So I wonder, after this whole thing, assuming assuming the destroyer doesn't come in and interrupt our battle, and assuming that war does indeed end the Bat Queen's life, I wonder who will take over this place. I mean, this cathedral seems to be a sizable piece of property here, and definitely more intact than a lot of the other buildings that we've seen. So I wonder if it'll just stay vacant, if just random demons will move in, or the angels will notice that war is taking down its owner and decide it's their time to move in, or whether this destroyer has more minions that he will send to reinforce. I'm sure, whatever the case, we won't see the products of it, because war only cares about the beating heart of his nemesis right here. I'm sure that once we get it, we'll move on to bigger and greater things, or worse things, I guess, depending on how you look at it. They're fighting the legions of hell. I wonder if the Chosen had the same power and the same positions while, before the war. Or did they rise to these positions because of stuff that happened during the war? Or were they always that way? We don't know who the other three Chosen are yet, too, but I'm sure we'll end up fighting them as well. That seems to be the trend that the game seems to be taking. And in the background there we can see the tower. Kinda neat. Over all the ruined buildings. But this was all one city before. It was one big city. And I guess it could be New York or something. The city in the beginning sort of looked like New York, and I've never personally been to New York. I know it's pretty huge, but for that matter, I mean, it could be a city in the future as well. We don't really know when the beginning of this game takes place. It appears to be modern. A really long fight, and seems she's not done yet. Probably got to get her down at least one more time. I'm not sure what this whole part. I mean, maybe doing that does more damage if she charges you and you get that punch off, then you do more damage to her, then so I don't have to sit here and keep flinging my blade at her repeatedly. I'm also pretty sure that you can go up and attack her with your sword, but this appears to be the most safe alternative because I haven't hardly been hit doing this, and I was hit when I was using my sword, so. And it appears to be working, just slowly. Sure, it's rather annoying for her. She can't move very fast, or at least she doesn't try to move very fast. We must be super fast, you know, compared to her. I'm glad that you don't. I mean, you can see I'm using the blade a lot in this, but you don't need to aim a lot with it. I was sort of worried that you would have to. Oh, and off go the wings. She wasn't using them anyway. Not there at the last bit.
Do it! Tear out her heart while she still lives. I want to hear her scream. I am one of the chosen. I can grant your every wish.
Can you restore the balance?
No wonder Samael wants this thing. It's coursing with power. You really think he's going to let you live long enough to collect on your end?
So, actually that enlightened a lot. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of time to go over about everything she said here. But we'll certainly talk about it next time.
Tragic. Without your feathered friend, how will you escape this prison of rock?
I'll find a way.
You have certainly proven yourself resourceful. Perhaps I can provide a quicker way.
Speak plainly, demon.
Serpent holes, ancient paths that worm their way beneath the husk of this dead world and beyond. I use them to get about, and for a price, so can you.
What do you want?
Oh, so that's how he gets around.
A trifle, really? The Chosen's heart. I felt its power the moment you stepped from that tower. You wound me, horseman. I would never come between you and your friend Samael. No, I only wish to look at the heart. One glance, and our bargain is sealed.
Interesting.
Samael will be pleased. The serpent holes are yours, horseman. Seek me out when you wish to use them.
Alright, well that little exchange certainly gives us a lot to talk to go over next time. So we'll end it here and I'll catch you next time. See you then.